What's happening with Marin County Homes? Today, I have the hot off the press September stats for Marin Real Estate. Hang on to the end because I'm going to show you a chart that indicates something ominous for the entire housing industry. So let's get to it. I'm Karrie Hill, lawyer turned realtor, and I can help you buy or sell any home in Marin. Click the link in the description to get your free consultation. Or if you prefer, just email me. Let's start with the homes that sold during September. Of the 130 homes that sold, which is down 18 since the prior month, 56 homes closed below list price with an average of 10% below list. That 10% is the same as it was last month. 23 homes closed at about list price and 51 homes closed above list price with an average of 9% above list. That's more homes that closed above list in September and 2% higher in price than the prior month. To get all the juicy details for Marin closed sales each month, complete with addresses and what sold above, at, or below list, hit the link newsletter in the description below to sign up for my monthly email. You can also just email me with the subject line newsletter. This is information you won't find anywhere else, and it's free, of course. Okay, let's get to the charts. Okay, I want to start with this chart because I think it has a lot to do with what you're going to see in the rest of this video, because you're going to see quite a few charts that will lead you to believe that the Marin housing market is a little stronger for September. Now, sometimes we do get a jump in September anyway as a seasonal basis because a lot of people are gone during the summer here in Marin, and there does tend to be a few more sales and such in September, which could drive the prices higher because you have more buyers with still relatively low inventory, although it's going up. Anyway, let's take a look at this chart. What I wanted to point out is why would people be buying now? And what we can see, this is mortgage rates since November 2023 when they peaked, and look where they are now. So people are more encouraged to go out and buy a house because mortgage rates are the lowest they've been in quite some time. And they were decreasing. Those properties that sold in September, most of those contracts were written in August and then they closed in September. So the mortgage rates had already decreased below the lowest point of the year, which was back in December, January. So just want to give you that grain of, hey, why does this look different this month? Okay, let's get into inventory. The light green bars are the bars we care about the most because those are how many houses are for sale in Marin County. And you like that it keeps going up. In fact, this number, which is 507 homes for sale in Marin, wow, that's a lot more than we've had for quite some time. And that should reflect right here in the numbers, up 29% from last month, up 24% when you compare the prior month to a year before, and up 24% when you compare this last quarter to the same quarter last year. All up. So the dark green bars, by the way, are the homes that have sold. That's down here. And the blue line are new listings, which have trailed off, but pretty slowly. And here's days on market. That would be all these orange bars down there. And you can see that days on market decrease in September, which would suggest a little bit more excitement around buying. And this red line up here is sales price over the original sales price. And you can see that that also tipped up at the end here. Kind of hard to see with this tool. Anyway, it tipped up, and that is also reflects the stronger market in September. Keeping with this theme of a stronger market, let's look at prices. First, we'll look at the blue bars down here that are the median sales price, and that is showing that month over month prices were up 9%, and the current month compared to the month a year ago, that was up 1.5%, and when you look at it quarter compared to last quarter, it's up 0.6%. And then we can also look at the average prices. That is right here on the red line, and you can see the increase in September. And the numbers it reflects for an average sale price is up 19.5%. Now remember, we have very few homes that sell in Marin every month, so these numbers do get pushed all over the place. But when you compare that to last year, the same month, it's up 3.5%, and when you compare it from a quarter to the quarter, which also includes the most statistics, it's up 1.8%. So not dramatically up, really. Although this monthly number seems that way until you think about it, right? All you had to do was sell more expensive homes in September than the prior month, and that figure is going to be higher on average. This is the chart for price per square foot, and you can see that that increase in price was reflected on a per square foot basis as well. So maybe there was a lot of homes that had been fixed up. Those ones always go for more money, and they also sell faster. The actual numbers is up 11.3% from the prior month. When you compare it to the same month last year, it's up 3.3%, and when you compare it to the whole quarter, it's only up 0.1%. So again, that has the most relevant facts connected to it, up 0.1%. So not much. And here's the information that is the estimated value of all homes in Marin. So this is not just the ones that sold. This takes all the homes that did sell and extrapolates a new price for all the homes around it, the basic value. And so this is actually probably the best information, but I like to look at all of them because they all have meaning in different ways. But what you'll see is when you look at this chart for Marin County, prices were down 1.3% for the last month, and they're up 0.4% as a 12-month change. So these prices are much less dramatic than the ones we were seeing playing out on the actual sales prices. And I like this chart a lot because it goes all the way back to 2008, and you can really see Marin County here, and you can also see where we are here, that, you know, we had this big, the top of the market there in 2022. We had a little blip about a year ago, another little one, and we're mostly headed down on this chart that contains more information and is basically more relevant. Chart I was talking about at the beginning of the video, active listings with price cuts, and you can see this goes back to 2012, and it is accurate to date. This chart comes from Investec Research, which is my favorite investing advisor. And what this is tracking is the active listings with price cuts. Despite the relatively short history, this information started in 2011, not 2012, 2011, and it does take the pulse of the housing market directly from multiple listing services. Recently, listings with price cuts reached nearly a 12-year high, which is on a seasonally adjusted basis. And this now shows that over 18% of sellers have had to lower the price of their home to attract buyers. If this goes even higher, Investec Research, well, they say that would be an ominous signal of looming downward pressure on home prices. So that information, combined with the increasing inventory, suggests there still could be a lot of pressure on real estate in the future. Now, nobody knows for sure how this is going to turn out. I'm sure you've heard on a million different things on social media that if interest rates go down, housing prices go up. Well, that is the simplistic way of looking at things, but we don't really know that that will happen this time. And the reason is housing prices are super high. And isn't there a pent-up group of sellers? You know, all those people who couldn't sell their home before because they didn't want to go off and buy a new one, because 85% of sellers do buy another house, and they didn't want to take out a mortgage at 7.5% or 8%. Well, when interest rates come down and buyers are more encouraged to buy, sellers could be more encouraged to sell. And maybe there'll be so much inventory that buyers will get better deals. So we don't know if prices are going to go up and down. The only thing up or down. But the only thing I would say is that sellers are still getting really good prices on their homes right now. Prices never decreased the way they should have given the increase in interest rates. Even now, prices should be down 20% overall, if not 25% based on where interest rates went, and that just didn't happen. So whether houses go up or down, we don't know, but home sellers are definitely getting good prices right now. So that information combined with higher inventory still opens the door to lower prices overall, depending on which direction these indicators go in the future, of course. Next week, I'll be providing all this information, but specific to only Marin single-family homes, and the week after that, I'll provide the information, but just for condos and townhouses. It's crazy how different the numbers all look when I break it out like that. So subscribe and hit the bell notifications so you don't miss the video that most helps you make decisions. If you'd like more information about living in Marin County or some information about all the recent real estate law changes, check out the videos that should be showing right now. Thank you for watching and have a great day.